I walked onto Bruce's team as an incoming freshman, and I did so by showing up in his office on Accepted Students Weekend, asking him whether my times were at all comparable to the distance team, and he had me do a couple laps on the indoor track in a pair of jean shorts and totally inadequate sneakers, and said, yeah, we can work with this. And that's meant an incredible amount to me since.
I had always heard of this mythical man named Bruce Lehane, this legend who could take 5:30-minute milers and turn them into sub-5-minute milers. And I thought if there's even a hope that that could be me, then this is a choice for me. And there hasn't been a day that's gone by where I haven't thought of Bruce and everything that he's helped me do here.
I came on orientation, and that was when I first met Bruce. And the first thing I noticed was how kind and welcoming he was.
Soft-spoken, but at the same time very, very knowledgeable and very, very interested in getting the most from his athletes. He was strict, but not in the sense where he demanded too much too quickly, or he expected you to do things that you couldn't do. And he was very knowledgeable in his ability to bring out the best in his athletes.
He definitely treats everyone the same regardless of your ability. And like I said, kids come in and sit down and have conversations with Bruce for hours. And he sits there and talks to every kid. And you know, I think they see him as a father figure, as a friend, and he just makes everyone feel comfortable. And it's really evident in his coaching style. And Bruce is not a very loud person, but those kids can always hear him in every race and hear his splits and everything else he's saying. So I think this speaks volumes to them really paying attention to the way he coaches and really listening to the things he says, and they're all in.
I mean, it's almost like a bit of a father role to people on the team anyways at times. So, you know, a lot of the time after a day where things don't go that well, that's where you need that sort of internal boost that someone who is a good coach or a father can give you.
Bruce's coaching philosophy is very individualized. It's a 4-year investment in an athlete, so there's no cutting corners.
Consistency is key, is his go-to motto, and just keep believing and just do the best for you that day.
I think Bruce, one of the things that attracted me the most about it was that he seemed to want to get the most out of every single person. So it wasn't just a ton of miles, a ton of work. It was smart miles, smart work. Do what you can until you can't, but don't do anything more. Don't overexert yourself. And his philosophy is just being the best athlete that you can be.
He always focuses on, first you need to be a really healthy and happy person. And then from there is where you build your love for running and your love of trying hard.
He gets feedback from each one of the athletes prior to them even starting a workout, and he'll modify the workout on the fly as needed based on what the athlete needs. So rather than just one size fits all, he tailor makes all those workouts for each individual person for exactly what they're going to need to do, which is probably why he's had so much success for the past 35 years.
If you're willing to put in the work and the time, he'll get you to things you just did not imagine you could do.
Bruce's sort of mentality is, it is what it is. So we were actually in Salem, Massachusetts, a bunch of my teammates and I one day, and we found this sign that says, it is what it is, like a quote sign. So we bought it for him, and we brought it back and we gave it to him, and we all signed the back of it and everything, and we give it to him as like this huge gift, and we're so excited to give it to him, and he's like, I never said that.
One of the craziest things that ever happened to me was freshman year. It was my last outdoor race, and it was a 1500 and about 300 meters to go. I was dying a little bit, and he just got right in my face, right at the line, and he just screamed at me, "You've got to go!" He screamed super, super loud, which was, it was awesome, and it really motivated me to do that.
Bruce will often start workouts you'll ask him what you're doing for the workout, and he'll say, we're going to have some fun today, or we're going to have a little bit of fun. And sometimes fun means it's actually going to be a fun workout. Sometimes it means you're going to hurt a lot.
We were down, I think, in North Carolina for a meet, traveling. I think we were in Greensboro, looking for the track. First day over there, trying to go over the track for a pre-meet shakeout. No idea where it is. And we're following Bruce's. This is well before smartphones, so we actually had a GPS unit, and we're following his GPS unit, and it's not a good one, obviously. So we just keep, every exit we get on the highway, it tells us to get off the exit, and then when we get off it, it tells us to make a U-turn and get back on the highway. We probably do that 6 or 7 times. As we do it, we feel like we're going closer and closer to our destination. So probably another 45 minutes goes by. We can see the track, but we can't get to it now. So we take a few more turns that the GPS tells us to take. Eventually, we can see it, but we still can't get there. And after we've driven around in probably 4 or 5 different circles, I'd say to Bruce, Bruce, I think we're just driving around in circles. And his response was, but the circles are getting smaller, and I think that's a good thing.
Bruce really knows everyone on our team really well. He knows like what every person needs, like during a race, during training. And he knows I can be like a really nervous runner. I can get really anxious. So I remember one of my first races trying the steeplechase. He knew I'd never run the race before, and I was so unsure about what I was doing, and he stood there on the edge of the track, and every lap, there's like 8 laps, he was like, "Atta girl, Hallie, atta girl." Just knowing that I needed to be calmed more than yelled at.
What do you think you should do? I don't know. That was a horrible race. He said that to me a couple times, but that was, I deserved it for sure.
On and off the track, Bruce he's full of wisdom, and he offers up that wisdom freely. So no matter what is going on, if it's track related or not, he is kind of an open book with all of his life experiences, other people he's seen, and he'll open up really from his own experiences whenever you ask him to.
I know at BU we have coaches who are probably more visible, we have coaches who might be more famous, and we have coaches who may indeed have more hardware. But I tell people all the time that I don't think we have a better coach than Bruce Lehane. I know that he's coached 50 All-Americans. I'm amazed with the way he coaches everybody, not just that supremely talented individual, but the way he coaches the whole person, the whole team, no matter what the talent level that they have. And that's really the way he deals with everybody in the department. And it's just an honor to know him, and he's a real privilege to be around.
I want to thank Bruce for giving every athlete his or her due, regardless of what he sees as natural ability. As long as you put in the effort and believe in yourself, he can help you. He's helped so many people achieve what they want to out of the program, and that's not just personal best, but also good character and citizenship.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you so much for everything you've done. You've made my college career unforgettable.
Thank you, Bruce, so much for everything you've done for me and for everyone else on the team.
Thank you, Bruce.
Dad, thank you for being my coach and teaching me how to coach, and for doing such a good job over the past 3+ decades with all the athletes that you've guided. Thank you.
Bruce, on behalf of Boston University Track and Field, we really want to thank you for your 35 years of service. It's been a pleasure working with you, and congratulations.
Bruce, on behalf of the entire Boston University athletics community and the countless student athletes who you've coached over 35 years, congratulations on this great honor, and thank you.